Your eyes did not deceive you when you read that title. A lemonade stand got robbed. Even lemonade stands aren't safe nowadays. I thought it could only be Pokemon, Lego, and maybe the high-class jewelry store or watch store or whatever store. But no, they're targeting lemonade stores and their valuable money. I don't know what they planned on robbing from a lemonade store. It's ran by a fucking 5-year-old. They're gonna have $10 in there. And they're not even going to be good dollars. They're going to be covered in fucking snot and boogers. That's what they got to deal with now if they want to run a lemonade store.
He walked over here, he said I might need to take the box, and he grabbed it with one hand, and then he showed us the gun, which was right here.
Just one day after having a gun pulled.
First off, what the fuck is going on here? What are we doing? This is not finger painting class. This is lemonade stands. I didn't learn this when I went to college for business. I didn't think that fucking painting your whole arms the same color as your business would attract customers, but it kind of makes sense if you think about it, because how often do you see a group of young teens, maybe early preteens, covered in paint selling lemonade? Not often. You're gonna remember that motherfucker rather than my dumbass sitting on the street with a cardboard box that says lemonade for $1. And it was the shittiest fucking lemonade you've ever laid your eyes on. They are actually kind of running a business here.
On him and his little sister at their lemonade stand, 12-year-old David Byrne and these young entrepreneurs are going back to business at the very same spot where it happened. They're determined not to live in fear.
Now, they might have just hit a roadblock by getting all their fucking goodies and loot robbed from them. But that's not going to stop them, because not even a day can go by where they're not out on that fucking corner grinding for some V-Bucks. And honestly, congrats on them for not getting big dicked and just living out in fear after one robbery. They got robbed once. Rob me once, shame on you. Rob me twice. That's just bad luck. Rob me 3 times, now I'm the fucking dumbass. But we have not got to robbery 2. We're only on robbery 1, so it happens to the best of us. But I mean, you better make sure that you mark your calendars, because they're gonna be on that street selling the same lemonade. They might even raise their prices. They gotta cover some new fees. They gotta cover the police fee.
My sister, she put her hands up, and I just said you could have it. But after that, I just was like a little annoyed, because we were 12 and 11, and you shouldn't really do that.
I couldn't have said it any better than you, little man. They're 12 and 11. At least wait till they're a fucking teenager. If you're a teenager selling lemonade on the street, I mean, come on, grow the fuck up. Lemonade stands are meant for young 5-year-olds, 5 to 10. I would say that's the age range for a lemonade stand. If you're in the 13 area, start washing some cars, mowing some lawns. Lemonade stands are for the fucking babies. Those are for the birds.
It's outrageous that in such a good community that we can have something like this happen. I think we need some more presence around in order for this to never happen again.
Now the community is rallying behind the Byrnes, taking a stand against violence.
I'm not even gonna lie, I am having trouble focusing on this video because they just look like they're having a fucking blast. I don't know if this is their routine for every day that they run this lemonade stand, where they just fucking, instead of oil, they're using paint. I mean, paint can be used as oil, but that's besides the point. They're just going wild with the paint. And I gotta say, I don't think finger arm painting is the most effective. And I know I'm going back to this point, but I just can't get past it. They've shown it multiple times, and I keep going back to it.
Family friends Nicole and Jonathan Roll Call are mobilizing the lower-end lemonade stand to take back their streets.
I'm angry. I'm angry that this happens in this community that we love.
50% of the money raised will be donated to a local gun violence prevention group.
Now, is that 50% of the money raised going to the gun protection or whatever they said before or after they got robbed? Were they donating 50% before that? If so, good for them. Also, if it was before, what are the odds of this happening? You run a lemonade stand to hopefully get some extra cash to help fund the gun violence organization, not gun violence, anti-gun violence organization, and then you get robbed by a gun. What are the odds of that? That is just crazy. But if they started donating after the robbery, I mean, still respectable. They're still giving more money than me. I am broke and I can't give much. And I do think this is a good move for them, because if they didn't and they just kept all the profits, I think it would leave a bad taste in some people's mouth, because this is just massive marketing. I mean, it's not marketing in the normal thing, but it is marketing. I bet they're gonna have a fuck ton of people. Absolutely fuck ton of people. I bet the parents are like this. Maybe not for their kids getting fucking robbed, but they're about to get a payday. I'm just gonna be honest. They better have stocks, a whole pallet of lemonade ready for the slurping, because they're gonna need it.
It's safe, it's fun. They literally do this every day. And this is one thing that happens. So of course it's awful, right? But we want them to know, like, we're not gonna stop them playing on the streets. We're not gonna stop them hanging out with the kids around.
Respect for the hustlers. They do this lemonade stand every day. When I did the lemonade stand, it was maybe once a summer, one time a summer. And I'm glad it was one time a summer, because if it was every day of the summer, I would be pissed if I was an adult. I'm just taking up valuable sidewalk space with my dumbass lemonade stand, and it's not even good lemonade. But they do have a more efficient stand. It's actually structurally sound, unlike mine. But they are some hustlers doing this every day to fucking grind some cash. And I don't even know if I can call this a lemonade stand anymore. I feel like a lemonade stand is once in every blue moon. This is borderline a lemonade business. Now, I hate the stereotype when older folk or older businessmen would go up to a fucking lemonade stand ran by a 2-year-old saying, "Do you have a permit for this, young laddie?" No, of course they don't have a permit, because it's a lemonade stand. It's gonna happen once every blue moon, unlike this one. This is every fucking day. Now, if I was gonna fucking harp on someone for getting a business permit, I don't want to point fingers. But if I see your ass there every fucking day on that same corner selling that same lemonade, that's all I'm gonna say.
A community now coming together to turn a negative moment into a sweet lesson, one cup of lemonade at a time.
This just shows awareness of like gun violence, and that you shouldn't do this at this age or at all.
You almost slipped up there, kid. You almost slipped up. He said you can't do gun violence at this age. Who do you plan on becoming? Do you plan on getting your get back, mister? Are you planning on getting your money back that was stolen from you? Because if so, I will help fund. I don't know who said that, but I'll be the fucking Batman and you can be the Robin. I will fund your organization with the little money I'm making from my job. I hate to break it to you, but moral of the story, if you see a lemonade stand out there, throw them a bone, give them $1, be a good Samaritan. Give them a fucking dollar. Do it.